What's going on, everybody? I've got a Judge DiSanto clip and a defendant who has played games for a long time. He's been in and out of court for a little bit, just pushing his court date back. Judge DiSanto's over it. And this is the find out portion of when you play too long with the court. All right, you guys know what to do. I'm Colin. We're cooling. Let's go.
Let's go on the record in the matter of City of Wyandotte versus Joseph Kendra 25781 and 21649A. So, to counsel your appearance, please.
On both matters, on both block P 3075.
Joseph Anthony Kendra.
Good afternoon.
And Coach Norm, this is part of this case.
Okay. Who was this from?
That is from your honor, Ms. Janet Jackson, the maintenance director supervisor at Salvation Army. A copy of that has also been emailed to Ms. Shaw.
Okay, first, Mr. Kendra, you cannot speak when Mr. Goldblatt speaking. Only one can speak at a time for the recording.
That includes, your honor, my review of the documentation that was presented to the court prior. It's a broken down situation. It's broken down as to how many hours he did under the appropriate thing.
Okay, and as I stated before, Mr. Kendra's hours prior to January 23rd of 2023 are not applicable because the court converted some of his fines and costs on January 23rd, 2023 to 200 hours of community service to be completed by September 1st of 23. So anything prior to that date does not count toward those 200 hours.
It's in addition, the 200 hours is in addition.
What?
I'm confused.
I'm not sure what's so confusing.
I have two.
As of January 23rd, 2023, I suspended your MAD requirement and the ARM program. I converted some fines and costs to 200 hours of community service as of January 23rd of 2023. Any community service you did prior to January 23rd of 23 does not get credited toward that 200 hours. Does that make sense?
I wasn't aware of that. Yes, it does.
I've said it the last two times you were here in court, sir. So you're short from the 200 hours. Because while you completed 85, 89, 86 hours in 2022, you did not complete the 200 hours that I ordered between January 23rd of 23 and September 1st of 23.
Yeah.
And that's what your documents showed prior, the last time you were here. And I kept telling you that you do not have the 200 hours since January 23rd of 2023.
And I recall that, your honor, and I believe that Mr. Kendra thought he must have written down the wrong hours or the wrong year. But obviously that wasn't the situation because this document we have here with 122 all deals with August through September. So we see the 122 hours. So So he's basically still
Short.
short. Yeah, I understand.
Short 77.5.
Right, right.
How much does that cost? Can I pay for it?
Well, sir, listen, we're not bartering, okay? This court already in January of 2023, based on your request, because of lack of finances, amended some of your requirements and converted some money, some of that fines and costs, some of that payment that was due to community service. And now you want to just pay it? Now you have the money to pay it?
I'll do whatever it takes, whatever I can do. I'll either do the hours or I'll pay it, however you want to work it out. I apologize. This is a misunderstanding. I didn't know it was 200 hours in addition to. That was my confusion. I'm sorry.
Well, sir, perhaps if you would have responded to the show cause and communicated with Ms. Shaw or appeared for the review, where this court would have then determined what we were doing with the balance, there wouldn't have been any confusion. But you didn't do that. You didn't do that at all. Do you want a few moments to speak with your client before I proceed now that everybody seems to be clear on everything?
Yeah. I don't think that's necessary. I mean, it's, the court knows our position. He's been trying, and I understand. And I wasn't involved back in 23, where he didn't show up for the show causes. I understand that as well. First time I saw this was a week ago, so we're trying to figure out, or he was trying to figure out, present certain documentation to the court. Your Honor, we've also, maybe the court can deal with it this way. We also are here for sentencing on the other matter. And I would suggest that we could give him community service as well as costs and fines in this new matter. Which in that case, we could be able to make up, and I'm gonna just throw this out. If we gave him 80 hours of community service, over and above, he owes, she's short, we said 76. So if we gave him 100 hours community service, as well as costs and fines for this new matter, that would that satisfy the court with respect to what he has to get done to successfully complete this new probationary period, I guess. Oh, okay. Well, he owes 80 hours, correct? And
And $605.
well, yeah, we know he owes that as well. And so if we close that probation out and send him to collections, payment plan, and then place him on probation on the new case for the the new matter, and include there 100 hours of community service plus costs and fines, then over that period of time, he can enter into a payment plan for the 600 or approximately 600, and pay all of that rest of that stuff off.
Well, listen, counsel, I don't really think that your client is material for probation. I don't. He previously did not successfully complete it because we ended up amending the terms of probation because your client was not able to do the MAT program nor the ARM program. And in addition, there have been a number of probation violations that your client had as well. Then he failed to appear for 2 years for the probation violation, for the show cause, and then picks up another charge.
I understand, John. I was just trying to throw.
What I have to do though is because Avid Health needs to be off the screen, so we're gonna have to recall this matter, and I need you to speak to Mr. Tuck.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get out of one computer, get back in.
Let's go off the record for a moment. Because we've been on for 2 hours or over an hour and
I understand, John.
communicating in, with the poet or with the probation as to whether or not they're still needed. So I need you to speak to Mr. Tuck, please.
Okay.
Can you zoom in on your phone, please?
I can't do one from it. I'll go back. I went out, I was on the firm's, here's computer. I'll go back into my computer.
That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, like I said, this guy's been playing games for a long time. He asked for community service, and all of a sudden now he has the money to pay, but he doesn't have the money to pay. 200 hours is because he wanted community service instead of paying his fines, but now he owes a lot. You see what's going on. It doesn't sound like it's going to end well for him. Let's go.
Mr. Vansky, Mr. Yes, yes. We are recalling the matter of Joseph Kendra. 21649 A 2571.
Again, Your Honor, John Wolf, P 30758 on behalf of Mr. Kendra, both acts.
Joseph Anthony Kendra.
All right, thank you. And so, counsel, today is the date scheduled for sentencing on your client's new charge of possession of drug paraphernalia 25781 and the show cause on your client's inability to complete the required service hours and the waiver of fines and costs. And
What's the only thing I'm not doing?
after you take your hands out of your pockets, please.
You're.
So, counsel, I don't find that there's, that it would be beneficial for your client to be on probation. What is it your client would like to say?
You're gonna sentence me on, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I've been in you a few times and, I don't want to keep coming back in front of you. 2002, I had a cerebral hemorrhaging or closed head injury. I was on a 19-day induced coma. It's a year of recovery. In 2018, I was assaulted and stabbed 17 times. Both legs were broken. My intestines were crushed. And that was another year and a half of rehab. It's now 2025, and I'm back in Wyandotte. I thought about during the break, I thought about why I did not understand what was going on with doing the probation with Natalie and then doing the community service. And I know what happened now. When I was given the first community service, it was for the offense. The additional community service was for the fines and costs because I was waiting on Social Security disability because I wasn't going back to work. And that's when I moved up north to Port Huron. And Natalie called me and told me I needed 100 hours. She said, you're 100 hours short. And that's when I did 122. I did not know, and she did not tell me that the 200 hours was additional to the offense probation. That's why I just heard about this tonight. I did not know I came down from Croswell and I stayed in Trenton for 2 weeks and I did 122 hours to satisfy that. And that's what I thought I had to satisfy. And that's why I moved up to Croswell and I never got anything for 2 years. I thought I was done with probation and Wyoming. And then speaking of the paraphernalia offense, that was in my car because I'm going through this Alzheimer's and dementia and mental difficulty. I got rid of the car. I don't even want to drive the car. I've been riding a bike for 12 years and I do a lot better on the bike than I do with the car. So I don't use that. I'm just trying, you know, I'm 60 years old. And I'm just trying to do the next right thing, and I'm not young anymore and not rambunctious. I finally outgrew it.
Yet you're here for another possession of drug paraphernalia charge.
That was in the car. You had, I mean, what, you had any drugs?
If you were to test right now, what's in your system?
Nothing. We tested last week.
What's that?
We tested last week. I went Sunday. You sent me down to Natalie to do it. Urine test.
Right, you have Miss Beckman, correct? And you, who did you test with?
Yeah. I didn't test with her. She was in the car with me.
Well, we said we tested last week, so
Oh,
that's,
I tested last week. I tested Sunday. Nothing to do with it. I just,
All right now, pause in the video. Drop a comment. Is he going to jail today or not? That's what I want to know. So pause the video, go type your comment, and let's see how many of you are right. Yep, I say it's about 50-50 right now. So let's see let's see what goes on. I love how when people are about to go to jail, all of a sudden, you know, I don't want to say they embellish stories, but this is the second defendant in what, 3 days where all of this health stuff, like severe health stuff, happened to him. It just, yeah, I mean, I guess it happens. Yeah, it's always weird. It comes out when they're about to go to jail. Okay. Hopefully you answered. Let's go.
okay. Well, here's what we're gonna do. On your on your 21 matter. Give me $200 for the equivalent of the community service hours you do not complete, plus the balance of $605. Is there a warrant fee on that one?
On the 21 case,
Yes.
I don't see it.
Okay. $805 is your balance, sir.
Mhm.
And then on the 25,781, the court is going to order 30 days jail.
I can't do it right now. I have to get you let me do, I got my bicycle, I got all my stuff here. I have to go take it home. I'll show up whenever you want me. End of the week.
So are you asking if you can have a report? Because what you just said is I can't do it right now. So are you asking this court for a date to report?
I'm begging this. Yes.
Report by 6 PM tonight. You have to go over to see Ms. Shaw, and she'll give you where you need to report.
Downtown, I think.
You do, she'll give you the directions on that.
I have to get an Uber. Can we do it tomorrow, 6 PM? If I can take an Uber?
Sir, you just said you had to drop off your stuff at home, so I'm giving you that opportunity.
Okay, I didn't know if that was. What am I gonna do with all my, that Alzheimer meds, my intestinal meds? They won't give me that in jail.
sir, you'll have to communicate with probation. They can communicate with what kind of medications you need or what doctor's documentation that you have or otherwise.
And I have a hernia and I'm scheduled to get an operation on a hernia in a week. I've been waiting 3 years to get that.
Okay, well, they ask that, then you have to open reschedule it.
Okay.
Have a good day.
All right, there we go. Whoever said he's going to jail, you're right. I think we all had a feeling he would. I think most of the comments are going to say he was going to jail. But 30 days. That's what he got. You know what? Not going to comment about it. Let's just go. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, please hit that like button and subscribe if you really like the video. But that's it. That's all I got. Till next time. Bye.
The record in the matter of